Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Office Adda 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar, and I am with you with the area of JIIB. So, what is it that I'm going to talk about today? Okay, I am audible as well as clearly visible. So, let's talk about this topic. Okay, in terms of JIIB, I'm going to talk about the basics there, how to start preparation of your JIIB May 2024. For that, first of all, let's understand what is JIB in terms of this examination. Now, what we'll be doing in JIB. JIB examination has gone through a lot of changes. In May 2023, they came up with the new syllabus altogether. There are four subjects. PRBL or the law was out. They introduced another subject in it, and retail. That is something that they have added. And overall, the examination is currently going on for this particular year. That is in November. They are still going on. October and November is the time. September and October is the time when they're talking about JIB examination. Why are we talking about May exam right now? Because when we talk about the examination, one of the major mistakes I've seen bankers making is that if the examination is in May, let's start talking about in April. What happens is in April we start determining that whether we should go for it or not after the registration date, of course. So once you have applied for it, then you become dicey about the examination. And by the last week, you know that probably you are not able to cope up with it. So with the extreme pressure you go with the examination, there are bankers who have literally given their best but not able to clear. And there are bankers who did it for the last week and they said that we cleared it. Now, the difference arises that so many of the bankers are from the commerce wing. For them, it might be a little easier. For the non commerce background, it is difficult. It is a clear myth that you go for the examination in the last week and you will be able to clear it. There are back to back examinations, back to back four examinations. At this point of time, PPB and AFM went together. That means in 1 week you were giving two examinations. Among them, one was very lengthy and the second one was filled with conceptual concepts there, conceptual questions and all. And this was also justified in the examination. So overall, if I talk about the JIB examination, it has become tougher. So, how to start preparing? What is it about? So, first of all, let's understand how many subjects are there. Let's understand the syllabus first now. When we talk about the JIB examination, we have to be very clear about the exam first, what exactly the examination is, and how we should pursue for this examination. Right? First of all, there are four subjects in this examination, and every subject has four modules. Sorry, starting from IE and FS, Indian Economy and Indian Financial System. This is the paper number one, under which we have four modules. Module A, Indian Economic Architecture. Module B, Economic Concepts related to the banking. Then Module C, Indian Financial Architecture. Module number D, Financial Products and Services. So we have got overall four different types of the modules there. When we talk about these modules, I would say that when we talk about the examination out there, IE and FS last year, in terms of the May attempt was really tough. People said that the examination was extremely tough, and that is why even the passing criteria, the passing percentage for IE and FS was also very less. Then comes the subject. The subject is very lengthy, right? Now, let's talk about PPB. This examination as well as AFM this time went back to back. An examination plus point, it was always there. Little changes are definitely made as per the new syllabus, but still AFM and PPB was always there. So in terms of the previous examinations as well, you have something there to have a base. You know? ABCD, A is general banking operations, second is functions of banks, third is banking technology, and the last one is ethics in banks and financial institutions. So overall, can I say that PPB was a very lengthy subject? It is a very lengthy subject. IE and FS and PPB both are very lengthy subjects. Now comes the next one, that is AFM, Accounting and Financial Management for Bankers. Is it very lengthy? No. But is it easy? No. When we talk about AFM, this particular subject has got four different modules. overall 600 pages. This is a subject that I take. So I think I can justify it that way. Uh, it is filled with numerical concepts. Were the numerical concepts asked in this examination? No. In this examination, it went up to 10 to 20 questions, I would say. So overall, yeah, there were conceptual questions. So the weightage of numericals has declined a bit. But is it totally done? Not yet. They have started being very choosy in terms of questions. We specify, we help you out in the numerical portion solving. They put a question out of it. So, first of all the English medium people, it is helpful for you because you have actually solved the question. You know the numerical concept, so it becomes easier for all of you to look forward towards the question in that manner. You know, because now we know the question, we know the type, so it would be easier when we go for the examination at that point of time. Isn't it? Acha, again, if you like this particular session, then please go ahead and share it among your peers as well, right? So at the same time, if this turns out to be useful, don't forget to apply it in your examination as well as share it among your peers. Chale. Now let's talk about the further point. Then please go ahead and Now comes the next point. When we talk about module A, B, C, D, module A, B, C, and D, all of these modules have got some kind of numericals. In each and every module, you have got more both conceptual, numerical, as well as theoretical questions. In terms of AFM, this time it went back to back. I think with the PPB examination as well as the AFM examination, it wasn't easy. So it depends what are they going to do in May. Are they going to conduct 2 examinations in 1 week or something else? Negative marking is still not introduced, so probably we can expect that it will not be there as well. If it won't be, then you are still having a little edge over it. Next, let's talk about the next point, that is 4 modules in terms of RBWM as well. This examination is still left for the November attempt. This would be held on 29th of October there, right? So this is regarding retail banking and wealth management. It includes Module A, retail banking, Module B, retail products and recovery, Module C, support services, marketing of banks, services or products, and Module D, that is regarding wealth management. So overall, 4 modules are there, right? So these are the 4 subjects with 4 different modules in each subject. Okay, now when to start? That is what we're looking forward to now. So first of all, before we move forward to this area, we need to know how can we pass this examination. Matlab, I believe when you are looking forward towards the goal, you want to have the clarity. What's the goal? Where is it that I want to reach? Before I decide my path, I need to know how far am I going, isn't it? So let's talk about how far are we going. Let's talk about it now. The point here arises is that sorry. First of all, in the examination, you need to score minimum 50 out of 100. If you're looking at individually, matlab if you're not giving all the examinations together, then you will have to score 50 in individual examination. But if you decide that you want to go for all the examinations together, there's a plus point. Now, the minimum is 45, but in total, you should score 50%. Matlab, in all the subjects, say if I scored 45 in one, 50 in one, then 55 in one. So in the last examination, all I have to do is I have to pass because 105 is here. So that means I believe I have made 150 here. So the total should be 200. The total marks that I should be scoring is 200. So I think 100 and 50 is done. If I get 50 marks here, my total will turn out to be 200 out of 400. So in this case, I am scoring good. Okay, na? In one attempt, we'll be able to clear. Now, this is what you should look forward to. Clearing your JIB in the first attempt. Why to let it go? One thing that you will see that every single attempt that you are losing is not one attempt. It's a time period of 6 months that you are losing. June, May, June, then you look forward to then October, November, then you again start with the same thing journey. till what extent that it can go. I've seen so many bankers. I think we were receiving messages this time that there were bankers that someone messaged that after 7 years they cleared JIV. Look at the dedication there. But at the same time, what are you looking forward to? Do you want to wait for 7 years to clear the examination, or you look forward towards reducing your journey time? Right? Going through that stress for those 7 long years is not easy. What is it that we can do to make sure that we clear in the examination in the first attempt? After JIB, you have CIB. How much time are you ready to devote towards an examination? Do you want to wait for a good number of time, for good number of attempts, and look forward towards the answer that no, JIB was easy, it is attainable, right? The people who have gone through the struggle, they know the value of the time. Matlab, I think it's not only about the examination but the time as well. So first of all, be very clear about your goal. What is your goal? Secondly, if you have a goal, are you ready to start today, or you want to wait for another century to look forward to it? Because let's talk about it very clearly. We all are working. When I am working and I have to study now, it's such a pain. Why? Because you are tired of your work, you have a family to cater, you have a social life, you have friends, but ultimately, what are you doing? You're sitting at your place and doing the same old books that you have seen. That means, in this case, your cycle will go on in the same manner till the time we don't clear the examination, right? I have to go through that pain. That what am I going to do with the examination? How am I going to achieve it? So why not determine the goal in advance? So first thing is how to start. You look, determine your goal, that this is what I want in my life. I want to clear this examination. I want to score minimum 50 in each examination respectively. Now, shall I prepare for 50 marks? If you prepare for 100, then you get 70 or 60. If you prepare for 50, will you be able to justify yourself? Probably no. So it's better that when we prepare for this examination, you should be having a goal of completing the syllabus. 44 separate subjects with four separate modules. Almost, I think every single subject is going to have more than 500 pages. PPB and IE and FS is a little lengthier. When we talk about RBWM, it's a little smaller. And ABFM is filled with numerical concepts. So, one of the things that I have heard bankers saying, ma'am, can we start just a week before the examination? You can, but the point is, will you be able to justify yourself in the subject? Is what your journey would be. If I have to prepare for the examination, I am supposed to study for that, right? Matlab, if I honestly I talk about AFM, I don't think I would, even though I have gone through the book, we still go through the book every time I'm looking forward to a new batch. You brush yourself up. Why? Because accounting is something that you tend to forget if you're not practicing. Matlab, think about it. This is a journey of more than, I think, studies of more than 8 years in terms of the field of commerce, grad, post grad. Then you have cleared the professional examinations, and you are still working in the same field. But you still say that yes, we need to brush it up. So one of the realities is when you're looking forward to it, make your base and then brush it up before the examination as well. Don't think about looking at the videos, binge watching the study modules would be really helpful. You have to go for the mock test. You have to go for your proper studies. That means the last week is not going to be the miraculous week. It should be the week in which you are sitting down, analyzing what you want to study in the last week and give your best shot. First of all, when you are starting with the examination, don't go for anything other than the IIBF study modules. The examinations are strictly asked from the Macmillan books. So one of the basic things is follow the Macmillan books. If you're following someone, make sure that they are also going through the IIBF books. Next point, focus on theory and practical. This question should not be there. The question should be there, how much time shall I give it to? Because in the examination, both theory and practical are equally important. Now they have turned very smart. They are asking conceptual questions from the practical part. That means if I skip up the numerical part, I will not be able to understand the conceptual question. The question will look very tricky to me, and ultimately I'll be like, I don't know the question. I'm sorry. Right? So what's the fun? That after studying all these things, you don't feel like attaining the particular goal. So focusing on theory or practical, I would say focus on both. If you focus on the numerical part, the conceptual theory part will become a piece of cake because you have an edge in the language as well, right? So that can be really helpful for you. Then comes the next point: when to start studying. Don't wait till the end. I've seen many bankers there. it's bad even, but I know that there are many bankers who just start way before just a week before the examination, and they ask that, ma'am, what is the bare minimum we can study? While studying PPB right now, doing AFM together with it would have been very strenuous. I think hats off to all the people who have cleared this time, because back to back PPB and AFM was there. So, can I say that you should study in the last month or the last week? That would be misguiding you, putting you into a situation where you will be completely anxious about the examination, that what are you going to do, because you won't be able to cover it. So regarding the starting of your studying there, you need to find out. Matlab, I strongly believe that you should have ample of time, at least first of all, to finish the syllabus. After finishing up, you should get the time for self-study of all these topics as well. After watching all the videos, if you're going through the classes and all, finish up the particular course, right? Then go through the self-study, and you should also have the time in the last week revision. Last week should be revision. It should not be for studying there. It should be kept for revision. Then what next do we have? Other than the last week revision, you should also look forward toward mock testing. These things will ensure that you are getting good marks, respectful marks, that you are not thinking about clearing at least 45 there. You will be over and above this particular fear then. Right? That is the point regarding when to start studying. In the examination, do we have any specific topics? Yes, you get some specific topics, but now the point is there is no specific important module, right? No specific important module. In the examination, every module is being covered 100% in the examination. They are covering from each and every module, each and every chapter is being covered. One or the other question is asked. So, guiding you towards the fact that do only the important topics would be wrong. So, when to start will depend upon how much do you know about the subject. What is your base regarding the subject? If you do not have a base, you should start as early as possible and do it slowly and steadily so that you can learn at your own pace. Because when you are going through the online classes, this is one of the benefits. You learn at your own pace. You're not worried about what is the teacher doing, whatever the world is doing. You're just worried about what you are doing. You know? Then will going through the MCQs be sufficient for clearing the examination in the first attempt? I wish I could say that, but no. Even if we prepare the questions, we prepare for the mock test, we do all that cover thing, we go through the marathons, we are doing all that. Being a mentor, we had been going through all that. But the point is, MCQ approach is very risky. It's like praying to God that whatever questions you have done, it should be there in the examination as it is, because you haven't done the concepts. If you don't cover the concepts, how will you see any unseen MCQ? An MCQ which you have never done before. For that, you need conceptual knowledge. So that means your point is concept is power. I know many of you would have been disappointed with the examination this time or in the previous attempt as well. I've seen bankers being very demotivated because they had been trying to clear JIB from quite a long time. For all those people who had been doing this, find out where are you going wrong. What is that particular part of this examination where you are falling behind? In terms of CIIB, now once you reach CIIB, you will see. Obviously, if you have that particular madness in you towards the examination, CIB won't be far away for you too, right? So in this case, once you reach CIB, we'll be studying about something called SWOT analysis. SWOT is basically your strength and your weaknesses. Whatever chapters are good for you, whatever chapters you feel are terribly difficult, then use them to look forward towards opportunity. The JIB examination. Threat, what if I don't get a holiday? Because there are times when you want to study but you will not get a holiday from your exam from your organization. So what will you do? You should start your preparation early so that at least you have a gap, at least you have a particular period in which you can focus upon your studies and then worry about your job at the same time. Both of these things require balance, isn't it? So, will going through the MCQs be sufficient? No. You should always focus on the concept. If you do one particular concept, maybe it can cover up to 10 MCQs. If you do one MCQ, it cannot cover 10 concepts. You know, so it's not vice versa there at all. So the point is, concept is your power. Now the point is, when to start this examination preparation. See, normally when we talk about people, it depends. Again, if I am someone from the accounting background, I might need a smaller time period. The time tenure should be a little shorter for me for the other than others, because I will be able to cope up because I know the accounting terms. But the point is, we are currently in October. Then we are left with November. Then we are left with December, Jan, Feb, March, April. The other months, right? In the May, examination would be going on. Maybe April and May, April, mid and May. This would be the period in which the examination would be going on. That means I've got around 6 months. March is the month in which I've seen most of my bankers being terribly busy because of their audits and everything going on. So I would say considering March would be wrong, because you have a terrible month there. It is all filled with a lot of work. Then you are left with October is almost gone. So I'm not even considering October now. You're left with November, December, Jan, and Feb. In the November, when we talk about it, there are n number of festivals coming up, right? That means half of the November should be eradicated. If we talk about the celebrations of uh, various festivals. When we talk about December, in the December we have one other thing going on. So when we talk about December, Jan and Feb, I would say normally I would say we do not have 4 months, we do not have 5 months. We have technically December, Jan and Feb. Only these three months, and that too, I would say they're weekends. To be very honest, towards the banking industry, right? That means you have got these 3 months and you have got 4 weeks each, right? So you've got 4 weeks, 4 Sundays, and as well as 2 Saturdays, right? So you've got around 6 days uh, in a particular month, which is definitely available for the studies there. 6 days for 3 months. You will get around 18 days, which would be available, 18 weekends total, all in all, which are available for you. You know, so maybe it can go up to 20 days, considering sometimes you have holidays as well. Sometimes you take holiday. Do you really think a period of roughly a month, which is available only for your studies there, will do when it comes to this examination? Remove all the days where you are going to you won't be able to study, to be very frank. So that is something that you need to be very clear about. If you eradicate all those days, what is it that you can give to the organization towards your work as well as your studies? So when it comes to this examination, plan very well. Think about it, when you should start studying, by what time you should finish up your syllabus, so that you have time for your preparation. What can we do for it? Currently, if I talk about it, I'm an AFM faculty. That means I take up the area of accounting and financial management in terms of the banking, right? JIB. Now, accounting and financial management for bankers is the name of the examination, right? This is the paper number 3. So let's talk about the JIB and CIB there. What is it that we can deliver in terms of this examination? You can go through the area of JIB May 2024. In this case, you will find our Sankalp batches. Sankalp batches means we are coming up with brand new batches for this particular rolling for the area of May. That means it would be starting from November 10th. Considering the fact there are so many things that would be going on in the November, this is a perfect time. You get time for day-to-day studies. You know, the syllabus is extensive. You will get time to finish up your syllabus as well as focus upon yourself. The Mahapack is also there. You can use the code October77. Under Mahapack, what do we get? Why do we buy Mahapack? Live classes are available, test series is available, ebooks are available, and even the previous videos, previous batches which have ended are available. The upcoming batches will also be opened up for you. Revision batch, no need to buy separately. It will always be including in this particular area. Whatever batches for JIB are going on, everything is available under this one Mahapack. You just have to buy one Mahapack and you don't have to pay even a single penny further to avail the resources. Mock tests, test series, everything would be available here. And then this includes mini marathons, mega marathons. It also includes our doubt sessions that we are taking up, and then practice papers are also available. So all these things would be available for all these four subjects, and even the study plan and everything else will also be shared. What are we taking in terms of classes, by what time we'll be finishing it off, all the particular things would be available to you, be it English medium, be it bilingual, both the ways it is available. So if you're looking forward towards JIIB, then you should look forward to it as early as possible, because buying it or starting early is definitely going to keep you ahead, right? So what you can do is you can check it out on our website, on our app for further details. You can use the code OCT77 to get 78% discount if you go through the app for 7727.08 rupees. So hurry up and check it out now on our website and our app for further details. Sankalp batch is also available. You can check out the Sankalp batch as well. Depends upon your requirements, but let's say we should start early because the examination is getting tougher, and at the same time we should be opened up to putting more hard work and smart work when it comes to clearing JIB, right? So all the very best when you're starting with your journey. Look forward towards the classes, check it out, what do you want, in how much time you can cover the syllabus, watch your own pace, and keep learning and keep growing, everyone. Thank you so much. If you like this particular session, then please share it among your peers. At the same time, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. Thank you, everyone.